The Magical Crayon Box. Once upon a sketchy afternoon, in the quiet town of Maple Hill, a curious girl named Lyla Bloom spent her weekends exploring her grandmother's attics. It was dusty, full of cobwebs, and smelled like cinnamon and old books, just the way Lyla liked it. One Saturday, while digging through a wooden trunk named Keep Forever, Lila found something strange. It was a crayon box, but not just any box. This one shimmered with colors she had never seen before: sparkle orange, whisper blue, giggle green, and I was tied with a silky purple ribbon. A tiny tag read, "For dreamers only." The crayon come to life. Lila untied the ribbon, opened the box, and gasped. Inside were 12 crayons, each with a name written on its wrapper: Mr. Scribble, purple; Fizzle, red; Doodle, yellow; Bloop, blue; Glimmer, pink, and many more. As soon as Lila picked up Mr. Scribbles, he wiggled in her hand. "Oh, that tickles," said Rapsy's squeaky voice. Lila dropped the crayon. "Did you just talk?" "Of course I did," Mr. Scribble replied. "I am the leader of this box, and you, Lila Bloom, are our new artist." Fizzle and Doodle rolled out next. Time to color. They squealed in unison. "A mouse on the loose." Lila, thrilled, ran downstairs to her big drawing pad. Mr. Scribble in her hand, she drew a forest, a waterfall, and then, just for fun, a goofy moose with a polka dot pajamas and sunglasses. "Let's name it," she said, taping her chin. "Milo." As soon as she dotted the last I, "Fush!" Milo jumped off the page. "Howdy, partner," said the cheerful moose. "Where's the fridge? I need the snacks." Mark ran through the kitchen, knocking over the cereal boxes, leaping over the couch, and trying to ride a skateboard. "Oh no," Lila cried. "We have to get him back in a drawing." Coloring things right. With the crayon's help, Lila and Mr. Scribble drew a giant net. Doodle made of trampoline. Fizzle created a trail of glittery carrots. Apparently Mark loved glittery carrots. Together they set a trap. When Milo bounced on the trampoline and chased the carrots, bowing, crash, flop, he landed right in the net. "Sorry," Mark said. "I just got too excited." Lila smiled. "It's okay. You were pretty fun." They carefully drew a picture of Milo sitting in a cozy chair, reading a book, and poof, he popped back into the page with a happy sigh. The lesson. Mr. Scribble nodded wisely. "Remember, Lila, your imagination is powerful. Use it for good things and always keep up your creative messes." Lila blinked. "Deal." She gently placed the magical crayon box back into the attic trunk. That night, as she fell asleep, her dreams were filled with flying paintbrushes, rainbow rivers, and a moose who sang karaoke.